Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today, man. We got another round of love at the locker with Shawn. Crazy self. Which the title is so true. Shawn's desperate love saga, because that's what it is. Unravels when he's caught lying. Well, to be real, everybody's lying to him as well.
Everybody's lying to him?
Yeah.
Well.
Because you got the first chick, she was lying to him the whole time. Just trying to get some money out of him. This chick, she already bad with her dude or whoever. Dude, girl. Which one was... Oh, it was that black dude. He was trying to be with that girl that time when she came home. But she ended up getting married to that other girl. You remember that one?
The girl or the guy?
It was a girl, I thought.
Oh, child.
And you remember he was hiding behind the trees?
I do remember that.
I swear I thought it was a girl she got married to.
It probably was a girl. That's funny.
That's crazy, man. But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it in with a thumbs up.
We'll highly appreciate it, man. But let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
All right.
Let's get it.
You can take me tanning.
Take me tanning? Mm-hmm. Am I gonna get stuck paying for it too?
You're picking up the tab for this too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. It's hard to believe.
He like, I pick up, and that's the thing. I pick up a tab for a meal. But if you want tanning, that's what you want. Hopefully you can afford it.
I would tell the girl no, because he knows she ain't got no money.
So don't ask for tanning.
Facts.
You're picking up the tab for this too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. It's hard to believe people like Shawn actually exist. He is astoundingly easy to take advantage of financially. Shawn has essentially allowed himself to be the tutorial boss for scammers. I mean, it's virtually impossible to fail here. He hasn't seen his girlfriend for 2 months, but she wanted to get some breakfast and a spray tan, so she called him up and he's like, wait, Destiny? Damn it, Shawn, it's...
Hold on, how we get here from last time, see?
Because remember last time...
She said don't follow her.
Don't follow her. Yeah, she just wants to, be alone, spend time with her family or whatever she said.
But for 2 months, I ain't heard from you.
And you pick up the phone and agree to go to... No, I'm good, boo.
I guess go sit down and have a meal.
I don't need that.
I don't need that either.
I don't need that with you.
But some people who are desperate might be like, hey, I just want to see or understand where we at. Get an understanding.
Understand where we at, baby? Yeah.
Understand it was 2 months.
Clear enough.
Yeah.
I'm good. Thank you.
You know what? I was finna say something.
Say it.
Nah, it's pertaining to you.
Say it.
Nah, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna put you on the spotlight like that.
You put me on the spot the other time, so what's different about today?
I ain't gonna say it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say it.
Sarah, I need a spray tan, so can you pick me up? Can we just be in love for today? I love you and stuff, all that stuff, whatever. It's actually amazing how little affection and attention you can show this guy, and he'll still give you like $5,000. She could even go tell her friends, hey, there's this infinite money exploit. You just go talk to this NPC guy and repeat the same 5 lines of dialogue over and over, tell him you love him and stuff, and eventually he'll just give you $5,000. And you don't even have to hang out with him or talk to him at all. I mean, every now and then he might try to call you raving about some person named Destiny, but I usually just block the call or ignore him. Anyway, when we last left off, Shawn was like, I'm in love with you, Sarah, and I want to go do it in a cornfield. And Sarah was like, can you drop me off in a parking lot so a mystery person can pick me up?
You seriously better not follow me right now.
Destiny does not look like her picture.
I think we're good now.
I don't know what happened.
I love how Shawn is equally dumbfounded every single time when things don't work out and it turns out you can't just buy love. Maybe he could develop a little bit of a personality, maybe that would help him.
Let some of these men on the internet tell it that you can.
Find love instead of just throwing money at people in jail. Like, I know that's tempting. That's always a tempting and reasonable option that most people consider. When you're divorced and in your 40s, it's a good idea to bring a convicted felon around your kids to show them that people can change, Sometimes they change. I don't know if she's changed because I don't really know her very well. But it's okay, kids, because we're going to get to know her together. And I'm going to get to know you and her at the same time.
I almost feel like she got you know, what she needed out of me. Like, I got her phone, you know, all the fruit, like all the stuff that she wanted, and then all of a sudden it was just kind of like, you know, screw me, you know, type deal. Like, it almost feels like I'm being conned again.
Shawn is very perceptive here. He noticed that when she said, get away from me, drop me off, and don't look at who's picking me up, that raised some red flags, you know? Maybe she doesn't really like him or trust him very much. Nothing gets by this guy. I don't know what she's doing, lying to him, because he's going to figure it out sooner or later in a couple years. After he gives her about 80 grand, he's going to realize something's up, and he's going to put his foot down. He's going to be like, hey, wait a minute, I don't like being taken advantage of here. So after Shawn dropped off Sarah with that mystery person, he had to go back to his empty house, you know, because he just moved there to live with Sarah. It's a pretty big miscommunication. He thought they were going to fall in love and live together right away, and she was like, hey, I kind of just need a ride home and maybe a spray tan in a few months. Anyway, can you spot Shawn in this image? Can you see him? He's all the way over there in the corner. Look at him. He's literally just been puttering around an empty house for 2 months waiting for Sarah to call. This is NPC behavior right here. He put his entire life on hold just to wait around for her like she's the main character of his life. I mean, he's away from his children right now.
I live in this big house alone. I really don't know anybody out here, and I just
Yeah, it's a big house, but he ain't got no furniture.
That's
wish
the one he
Sarah
just
was
moved
here.
to.
But 2 months, you could have more than that.
Well, maybe, you know, some people just slow.
with me.
Aww.
Take him a little
You know, we talk and text all the time on the phone, but every time we make plans to meet up, something always happens where she can't, or...
How is it possible to be a side character in your own life? Like, come on, Shawn, what are you doing? If she never called him back, like, how long was this going to go on for? Would he just sit around in the house for years waiting for a call from Sarah? The most hilarious part is she's probably just using up the rest of the money that she had that he gave her. So the more money he gives her, the longer she stays away from him because she's set. Also, it's worth noting that so far she does seem to be doing the responsible thing. She's spending time with her family and her daughter instead of Shawn. And she's just using the money that he gave her on her family. So anyway, now Shawn calls her and he's like, please, I'm alone and cold. Can I just pay for some of your shit just to have some human interaction?
It's cold outside, I'm alone. I'm in a new place. I have nobody here.
You trying to tell me something?
Destiny. Well, it just kind of sucks because I did come here for you.
Her contact in his phone is My Love Sarah. I wonder what his contact is in her phone. I'm not an expert on relationships, but it doesn't really sound like they're in love. It sounds like she's trying to shoo away a stalker. Instead of ever standing up for himself, Shawn just puts up with everything in the hopes that he's gonna get some scootily poop in a cornfield. And now he's all alone and cold, and he might actually have to live in a cornfield if he doesn't find a way to support himself.
I know, but I didn't ask you to do that.
But my thing is, what the hell these women be telling him when? Well, we all know what they telling him while they locked up. They tell you a plethora of things while they locked up in jail and ain't got nothing but time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when now in the real world, they're like, oh motherfucker, you know I was just playing. It's like, so he done got his emotions tied up. Mm-hmm. And you like, I just need some time. I just need something to do to pass time and get some money on my books.
Basically.
But that shows a lot more about your character than it does his.
Yeah.
Live in a cornfield if he doesn't find a way to support himself.
I know, but I didn't ask you to do that. You chose to do that, knowing that you didn't know what was going to happen. Like, what you had in your head and even what I had in my head then is just not what happened now.
I love how she's saying this as if something changed along the way, like they were together for a while and it wasn't exactly working out, when in reality, he picked her up from jail, they got a pizza, and then she ditched him in a parking lot and didn't talk to him for 2 months. It just wasn't really working out, Shawn. You know, I tried. The pizza was mid. You wouldn't shut up about the cornfield. You really were adamant about the cornfield. Also, you were trying to be smooth and hide Destiny from me, but you seem to forget the fact that you have called me thinking I was Destiny multiple times.
I thought things would have been a lot different by now. I figured we would at least be able to see each other a little bit or something, you know? At least make one day for me.
Damn it, Shawn, this is how relationships work, okay? We're not going to see each other. Why would we see each other? What are you talking about? I told you, if you leave me alone for 6 months, we can get togetger next year, all right?
You have somebody else out here? I mean, is that kind of what it is? I mean...
No.
Destiny.
You're being so ridiculous right now. You're an idiot.
Well, I mean, look at it from my shoes, you know what I mean?
It's amazing that she's trying to act like he's being ridiculous, but if you say you're in love with someone and you want to have a relationship with them and then you don't hear from them for 2 months, what are you supposed to think? I can't believe Shawn doesn't show more emotion or frustration. Like, what would that actually look like? What would it take for him to do that? I'm convinced there's no end to this guy's patience. He's talking like she blew him off one time, but it's been going on for a while. And now it's starting to make sense why she didn't tell him where she was living, because he probably would have shown up by now.
No,
Facts.
he's not any other guy. I'm being a mom. I'm trying to focus on my daughter.
Well, then stop focusing on your daughter all the time and focus on me some more. I mean, I have kids too, and it's not hard for me to forget about them. They're lame and they're boring, and they haven't been to prison before. It's just not the same as it is with you, Sarah. I just want to be around you. Listen, Sarah, I want to have a future with you. I want to have a family, and I want to have another kid. I'm going to get it right this time, you know? The 7th time, I can feel it. Lucky number 7, you know? Sometimes you have to fail at something 6 times.
I've been there for you. I feel like I've done a lot for you. I've helped you out when you were in prison, and I feel like I'm still doing the same now.
Yeah, and I've appreciated all of it. Money doesn't buy love, Shawn.
I'm not saying it, but
I'm not saying it buys love.
See,
That's
why you can't
manipulation,
help
though.
That's exactly what that is.
That's
Exactly
like
what it
literally
is.
manipulation. And then it's very much so like trying to use that reverse psychology. Well, I didn't tell you.
You
chose-
did that. You chose to do that. I didn't ask for that stuff, girl.
You insinuated.
See,
You
that's
probably
why
like in her turn, she'd be like,
Be quick to.
I'm down on my luck. I don't have anything on my
Sob
books.
story. No one's. I don't
And
have anyone to help
then
me.
he's like, well, okay, great. They never come out and ask. They hit around to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, but it should have at least bought Scootily Poop in a cornfield. I've got ripped off over here. I know I didn't exactly ask you to live with me, but I figured if I moved down here, you'd think that I'm dedicated to the relationship and you wouldn't find it creepy or alarming at all. That's the thing about Shawn, is I'm pretty sure he wants someone to be financially dependent on him so he feels like he has more control in the relationship, but this never goes his way, does it? He wants to be someone's knight in shining armor who provides them a safe place to stay after they get out of jail, but usually they're just like, all right, dude, just give me the money. This is going to save a lot of time if you just give me the money now, because otherwise I have to like manipulate you for months. Shawn is under the impression that having more money will give him more control, but I feel like Shawn
what the
could even
internet
tame
keeps
a
saying.
caterpillar. Like if there was a caterpillar on the ground in front of him and you're like, hey Shawn, pick up that caterpillar. Somehow he would have lost $100 by the end of it. I don't know how, but so Shawn gives her an ultimatum and he says that either she shows up or he's done talking to her, and she does end up going, but I think she sees it as a way to get some free stuff.
well, I'm glad you showed up. I was like nervous that you were not going to show up. Like I was like,
You have no faith in me.
yeah, faith, but every time that we try to meet up, something always comes up.
Well, you know, it's
Ain't it funny how I tell you it's either you show up or I'm done talking to you, I'm cutting you off.
And she was,
Oh, here I
dang.
go.
Well, here.
You gotta have faith
Let
in
me
me.
go, because I won't be able to, go MIA for months and then pop back up and get some money.
Yeah.
That is so. Boy, stand up.
It's only because I've tried to meet up like 30 times and you've made an excuse every single one of those times. But it's okay because the point is I gave you an ultimatum and now you're here. So Sarah tells him that it was kind of weird that he moved down here immediately and that it put way too much pressure on the relationship right away. She also said she would rather reconnect with her daughter than experience a horrible trauma in a cornfield.
I got a trauma from that.
We have to move past it.
That's fine, but I just figure if we're going to try to make this work, I need to meet your mom. I need to meet, your daughter or whatever.
I mean, I think at some point.
Shawn, you need to meet your own
daughter,
daughter. It's so
whatever,
annoying
right.
hearing him
You
talk
have
about being a
kids.
stepfather when he has way too much on his plate already. He's like, oh, I just want to be a good role model for Sarah's daughter. Dude, you shouldn't be a role model for anyone at any point for anything. There's no quick save option or restart option in life, Shawn. You actually have to take care of the children. So now she's like, all right, Shawn, I want a spray tan, and if you pay for it, I'll let you watch. And I'm not even kidding. He is thrilled about this. It's like everything was worth it. The 2 months, the waiting, all of the money, the time away from your kids.
Okay, now for this part, I need you to stand kind of on your tippy toes and then bend over at the waist and push your bum out.
Baby, he too happy.
He finna go home and have fun with them thoughts of seeing her get a spray tan. He
I
like,
ain't never
oh
that serious.
shit, I knew that thing looked good. Oh man, I can't wait to get home. She gonna let me go home with her. Boy,
Score. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not hallucinating. That actually just happened. He really said that. That was real. I'll show it again.
Over at the waist and push your bum out.
Score. I'm just kidding. Score.
Yeah, good job there, dude. You got to watch your girlfriend get a spray tan that you
Oh,
paid for after
man.
she ghosted you for
He
2
said
months after you
score.
picked her up out of jail and dropped her off in a parking lot for some mystery person to pick her up. He invested all this time and money, and this is what he's getting out of it, and he's thrilled. Look, he's having a great time.
I do feel like I could be a good stepdad to Abby.
Oh, yeah? Do you?
Can be
I
a
know,
real
you
good
know
dad.
what's expected, and Abby needs that role model, and I think it'll do good for both of us.
Oh,
This is where I
wow.
start to get really annoyed
many
because
kids you
I don't think
got?
he really cares at all. I think it's just about keeping up a certain image. I feel like most responsible fathers would not do this to the children they already have. And keep in mind, he promised his daughter that he wouldn't do this again. It must be difficult being his daughter when you can't really trust your father because he consistently breaks it. So anyway, now Sarah brings Shawn to her mother's house, so she must trust him well enough to give him that information. Her mom basically interrogates him and asks him if he's done this kind of thing before, and he lies about it, of course.
Okay, so what's your real intentions
shit.
of coming here?
What's for Sarah? Like, honestly, like, I'm hoping that, things
Not your ass. Not your.
work out, we get married, or like
Get married.
I really see a future with her.
I'm sorry, but how can you just skip over the fact that she wouldn't meet up with you for 2 whole months? When you say you can see a future with her, what are you basing that on? The pizza? You went out and got pizza one time, and then she ditched you, and then you went and watched her get a spray tan, and now you're like, let's get married.
When you know you've met the right one, you just kind of know. Like, Sarah's the same person as she was in jail when she got out.
Hey, listen, when you meet the right person, you just know. And I had met the right person, but she broke up with me, so your daughter was my backup, and now things are going pretty well. You need to just trust both of us to make the right decision. Just ignore all of your common sense and intuition, turn your brain off, stop asking questions, and just do it. Just go with it.
Don't
You need to-
prejudge. Don't prejudge anything.
Is this something you do on the regular? You talk to girls in prison,
No, I don't do this.
vulnerable girls,
Destiny.
for you to...
Oh, dude, they talk to vulnerable guys. It's not vulnerable girls. It's they're exploring vulnerable guys to hook up with.
Vice versa.
Could
Two
be.
things could be
Could
true.
Yeah.
Put your little claws in.
So yeah, Shawn continues to double down, and he says this is the first time he's ever dated anyone from prison. Sarah's mom is obviously very skeptical. She doesn't believe him, and she thinks that he'll just be a distraction for her. So after this, Shawn prepares an indoor picnic for Sarah, and he puts a bunch of...
What? The corn? He got a thing with these. Okay. Some people got their little.
They're trying to insinuate I'm trying to put my cob in you.
Or it's because he wanted to do it in the cornfield.
But he still want to put his
He want to
put his corn on the cob in her.
And never mind.
What? What you finna say? No, you finna say something.
I'm about to say
corn in a basket. The dude has lost his mind.
What's with the orange, huh?
Just kind of, because in the beginning, we were going to cornfield, so I just kind of throw it in as a little
You're funny.
joke.
I like Shawn's little attempt at a wink right here.
Nice.
So basically, Shawn puts the moves on Sarah. He's a very smooth talker, and finally he gets his scoodly poop, but not in a cornfield. And then immediately after, he decides
shit.
now it is
I'm
time
not
to tell her
dabbing
the
it
truth.
up.
Shawn got him some cutty last night. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Shawn! Oh,
said,
Shawn!
And the more she do that he wants to do, like stuff like that, he'll just be like, here you
Oh,
go.
he just...
Here you go. Nah, bro.
Bruh, Shawn got him some cutty last night, y'all.
Don't be that.
How was it, Shawn? He said, "Oh, it's all I ever thought of. I knew it was gonna be good."
Poop, but not in a cornfield. And then immediately after, he decides now it is time to tell her the truth about his kids. He's like, oh, now that we're so close, I can open up to her. Or alternatively, you got what you wanted, and now you're less afraid to tell her the truth.
I haven't really been honest with you on something. I have 6 kids.
Wow. You freaked out on me because I hid one kid from you.
What did you want me to say?
The truth.
Don't prejudge.
Why is that so hard for you?
So she gets really upset about this, especially considering he waited until after they scootily pooped. And keep in mind, this is only one of the lies he told her. She doesn't even know about Destiny, so I can't imagine how that's
Okay,
going to go down.
Destiny.
Shawn just seems to lie about anything and everything. I also didn't even point out the fact that she finally found out he's not 36 years old, which was probably pretty obvious.
That's
It was
obvious.
just a small, like a white lie. Like, it's not even a...
That's not a white lie.
It's irrelevant.
Wow, that's amazing stuff
What's
right there.
irrelevant?
It's just a
That you have
small
6
white lie. It doesn't matter how many kids I have. Who cares? I never
That
see
boy
them.
said
Can
it's
we just forget
irrelevant.
about this whole kid thing? I don't have...
I hope your kids don't ever watch this show, man.
No, it's irrelevant. No, I think
That's
that's
in the
very
same-
relevant to bring that up.
That's in the same terms saying my kids are irrelevant.
That should have been the first thing you like. Hey, just by the way, just want to be honest and upfront. I do have 6 kids. I already gave their ages at least.
He said that's irrelevant, y'all.
You be lying. That's all you do, Shawn.
Cause you sure don't get no credit for it.
You don't have to think about them. You don't have to think about them. They don't exist.
Not in that
But you know what does
cornfield.
exist? That cornfield across the street. And we are wasting valuable time here. All right, I said that she didn't know about Destiny yet, but then I forgot about this.
I was engaged before to another inmate, Destiny.
I don't even want to hear anything else.
Just
It
wait.
doesn't matter. Don't.
Just wait. Just wait. Destiny says she looks like this.
God damn, Shawn, this is the second time.
Chill.
Your ex, that was his ex-wife, wasn't it?
They weren't really married.
They wasn't. It was just they
That's the mother of his kids.
were. Just you had 6 kids with this man, and he never married you. I was talked about that last time. That's insane. She threw water in your face last episode. Now in this episode, yep. And that was a red cup.
So there you have it. That brings us to the end of the video, although I'm pretty sure there's still more of the Chronicles of Shawn. Obviously, I'm like 3 or 4 years behind here, so a lot of you may know what actually happens already, but I don't, so this is just, I'm going in blind here. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks everyone who joined my Patreon recently. I know I mentioned the Jersey Shore videos a lot, but
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shawn down bad, y'all.
Very much so.
And he all the way in Ohio from Las Vegas. That's even more insane. That might be worse. Hockey might be worse.
I mean, not just. Shawn said she gave me a little booty. I guess I'll go ahead and
He said,
be honest with her.
He said, I got it. Man, I might as well come
Did
out.
you think that you was gonna it was gonna be a little bit better?
I don't know. But
That's the wrong time. You done messed up.
he
with
said,
the
I
wrong-
came and I saw and I got the panties in the drawers.
Come on.
Y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.